On a cold winter evening in a bustling city, a beggar sat by the side of the road, his tattered coat barely protecting him from the biting chill. His face was lined with age, and his hands trembled as they held a tin cup that rattled with the few coins left in it. Passers-by hurried along, their eyes focused on their destinations, each one pretending not to notice the old man's pleading gaze. "Spare a coin for a poor soul?" the beggar asked weakly, his voice barely audible over the clamor of the busy street. But no one stopped. No one gave him a second glance. As night fell and the streetlights flickered to life, a young woman named Clara walked by, her heels clicking sharply on the pavement. She was on her way home after a long day at the office, her mind preoccupied with the tasks that awaited her. But when she passed the beggar, something made her stop. She turned back and approached him cautiously. His eyes, filled with sorrow and wisdom, met hers. "Are you hungry?" she asked, her voice gentle. The beggar nodded, a slight glimmer of hope in his eyes. "I haven't eaten all day, miss. A little bread, or even just a warm drink would do wonders for an old man." Clara felt a pang of compassion. She reached into her bag and pulled out a $5 bill. She dropped it into his cup, but then hesitated. "Is that enough?" she asked, looking at him closely. He shook his head. "Money means little to me, child. It's warmth, it's kindness that I seek." Clara was taken aback. "Kindness?" The beggar smiled, a slow and weary smile, as if sharing a secret. "Yes, kindness. It's the one thing no one can truly give enough of. It's what keeps the world alive." Clara was silent for a moment. She had always been so focused on her career, her goals, her achievements. But here, standing in front of this man, she felt a deep, unexplainable sense of yearning. "What do you mean?" she asked. The beggar motioned to the busy street, where people rushed by without sparing a thought for those around them. People have forgotten how to be kind to each other. They rush through life, thinking money and success will fill the void. But it's kindness, the simple act of sharing a moment with someone, of seeing their pain and reaching out, that makes life worth living. Clara's heart swelled with understanding. She had spent so much time chasing things that didn't matter. Maybe it was time to change. Before she could say anything more, the beggar extended his hand toward her. "Would you do me a favor, miss?" "It's not much, but it's important." Clara nodded, eager to help in any way she could. "Of course. What do you need?" The beggar looked at her with a glint of mischief in his eyes. "Tell someone, anyone, that you met a beggar today, and when they ask why, tell them it's because they might need a reminder that kindness is what truly matters." Clara blinked, puzzled. "That's all. That's all. You see, kindness is a gift. It doesn't always come in grand gestures. It's the little things that make a difference. Share that message with others. You'll be surprised by how many lives it will touch." Clara smiled, now understanding the profound truth in his words. She nodded, promising to carry his message forward. As she turned to leave, the beggar called out softly, "And remember, kindness is its own reward." Years passed, and Clara's life changed in ways she never could have imagined. She made kindness the foundation of her every action, every interaction. She helped those in need, listened to those who were hurting, and shared her blessings freely. And as she did, she found that the more kindness she gave, the more joy and fulfillment she received in return. And sometimes, when she stood in the bustling streets of the city, she'd look around and see someone, just like that beggar, waiting for a simple act of kindness. The beggar's words had become her own, and she never forgot the gift he gave her that cold winter evening.